Let me tell you, it's about to be a real treat. We are in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen with Edith Reed, a local woman who recently had one of her recipes featured on Paula Deen's Real Women of Philadelphia Recipe Challenge, and she's going to show us how to make it along with some other great goodies. Edith, welcome to the Hampton Roadshow.
Thank you.
So tell me about this challenge. How did you find out about it, and how did you feel when your recipe was chosen?
It felt really good. I cook all the time, and just to get some sort of recognition, it was awesome. I got to go to Savannah and meet Paula last year.
You did?
So
how is she?
She's just as funny in person as she is on TV.
And what was the winning recipe that took the crown, actually? The pumpkin?
Well, this year it hasn't happened yet. They do standouts, and mine won for the fall. It was a pumpkin challenge. They go by your middle name, and you had to pick either brown sugar, cinnamon, pumpkin, and my middle name was M, so I chose the pumpkin. And I actually incorporated several other things, but...
Okay, and then you're going to also make 2 other desserts. What are those?
Yes, I submitted 2 other recipes. One is a mint pretzel, and it doesn't require any baking. A lot of fun.
That's what we like to hear.
Quick if you want a dessert. And then the other one is actually made with chocolate Cheerios for the crust, and it's an oatmeal bar.
All right, well, lots to get started on. We were going to do that when we come back, and thank you so much, Edith.
Thank you.
All right, still. Welcome back on this Friday, everyone, in the kitchen with Edith Reed. She is a local military wife and amateur baker. She had 2 of her dessert recipes featured on Paula Deen's Real Women of Philadelphia. She even got to meet Paula Deen. It was a cooking contest, and she's here to make one of them for us today, Pumpkin Streusel Cake, along with 2 other ones. You're just spoiling us here for your first time on the show. So let's go over ingredients for your pumpkin Streusel Cake first.
Okay, we're just going to use a white cake mix.
Okay. Pretty easy, buy at the grocery store.
That's it.
Not chocolate, white.
White.
Okay.
Has to be white cake.
All right. I can help you out over here.
Okay. And we're going to use the pumpkin spice, and I know you were talking about things that only come out certain times a year. Pumpkin spice pudding it's a seasonal buy.
Isn't that a holiday pet peeve?
Yes, I love pumpkin all year too.
Come on.
We're going to use 3 eggs.
Okay.
And 4 ounces of softened Philadelphia cream cheese.
Important to have it at room temperature. I know
Absolutely.
that if you try to put it in there hard from the
it's clumpy
refrigerator, it doesn't come out great.
Doesn't at all.
Okay.
And then, of course, Paula Deen's lovely butter.
I like that black Paula Deen.
Paula Deen loves butter.
She does. And her accent, y'all, she says that.
And then we're going to use 1 can of pumpkin.
Okay. This is looking good.
Okay, and we're going to do the streusel together. We can do that now.
Okay.
But it's just 3/4 cup of dark brown sugar.
All right.
And about 1/3 cup of regular sugar.
Okay.
And then 2 tablespoons of cinnamon.
Okay.
We'll mix that up, and that's going to be the top of our cake.
Okay. So is that like a kind of like a crumbly? It'll be like a crumbly mixture. And does that go on after the cake comes out of the oven, or
actually,
before?
Once it's all mixed up, you go ahead and you sprinkle it across your cake.
Okay.
And then you kind of cut it in a little bit, but not all the way down to the bottom.
Okay.
You just cut it in a little bit, and then you put it in the oven until it's done.
So do you need to mix this up? We plugged this in for you if you need that. I'll move over here. This was like 5 ingredients. Super
Very
easy.
simple. In the competition, we were only allowed to use 10 ingredients, so I tried to use as little as possible.
Yeah, because if you start getting a lot, you start forgetting what it is. Did you see any other recipes that were submitted? Did you find out what you were kind of up against?
Well, all of the recipes you get to see every day as they're uploaded. So we just share recipes. It's like, a little family, and we, borrow each other's recipes. It's really fun. I met a lot of women doing this.
Yeah.
And I haven't really met any from the area, but they constantly do stuff. And my in-laws live in Savannah, so I got to visit them as well.
So 2 birds with 1 stone. All right, now the mixer. Go ahead. What do you want that to be on? High, medium?
We're going to start kind of slow because we don't want to throw things around.
Yeah, because we got a bunch of flour there. Oh, that's not too bad.
And the butter was also softened.
Okay. So it's kind of like well, it's a streusel cake, so you're kind of like, doing the cake batter.
Right.
What do you want your oven to be on, and how long are you going to bake it?
We're going to preheat the oven at 350, and we're going to spray a pan. And I like using a bundt cake pan, but you can use, if you just want a flat cake, you can do that as well.
Okay, you can keep that stirring up, but while you're doing that, I'll talk to you. How did you feel when you found out yours was chosen for the fall? What was that like?
I was really excited because I've never won a competition. I've, submitted a lot of recipes, but sometimes I get a little carried away and I either add too many ingredients or the paragraph has too many words, because it does say like 100 words or less.
Yeah.
And mine might have 105. So of course, your recipe is automatically thrown out. But the recipes that were in there were great. I've actually made a couple of them.
Really?
So,
okay. Do you like to bake a lot at home? And
I actually love to bake. I started a bakery in Kansas before we moved here, and then my husband got deployed, and we came here after he came back from Iraq. So
okay. Well, we appreciate your husband's service. You can give him a little shout out. Tell him hi. He's got hi. He's like, that's my wife cooking that pumpkin streusel cake.
Matthew Stern Reed at Trade On.
All right, so this is starting to get the lumps out. Do you want it to be really, with the consistency thin? Do you want to leave a little bit of the lumps in there from the cream cheese and butter?
Well, we're actually going to add 2/3 a cup of water.
Okay.
And at the very end, we want to wait and put the pudding in at the very end.
Okay.
Because it just doesn't sit right,
all right.
When you put it in too early. So.
All right, well, we'll get this going. We actually have a finished one that we'll show you in our next segment. We'll also get started on our other 2 desserts. Edith, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, back in the Hampton Roadshow kitchen today with Edith Reed, a local military wife and amateur baker. She had 3 of her recipes featured on Paula Deen's Real Women of Philadelphia cooking contest, and she decided to be so lovely and bring them here for us. Want to show people the finished product of the pumpkin streusel cake, which you popped in the oven, what, 350 for how long?
For about 20 to 25 minutes.
And then you get this, ta-da. Serve that at your holiday party and you will be the talk of the town. All right, so we're going to do the mint chocolate chip cheesecake, which is the no-bake.
Right.
Okay, go ahead, take it away.
We're going to use chocolate-covered pretzels that I've also chopped up some junior mints. So we'll dump them in the bottom here. Kind of got a few chunks there. We'll take those out.
Pretzels and chocolate. You really can't go wrong with that.
The salty.
Salty and sweet.
There you go. And then I'm going to use just a little bit of butter in the bottom to kind of press it together.
All right. So you don't want to mix it all and then press it down? You just pour that over it. Okay.
Yeah, and I like to put it in the oven for about 2 minutes.
Okay.
And that's only because I want the chocolate to melt a little bit so I can form the sides.
Gotcha. All right. Well, while that's going, we can get started on the cherry oatmeal, right?
Cherry
oatmeal because
bars.
it's Cheerios, but it's oatmeal, right?
Right.
Cherry oatmeal. Took me a minute to get on. All right.
I used chocolate Cheerios, and I chopped them all up. And sometimes you just come by recipes by accident. My son thought he wanted some chocolate Cheerios. They had been sitting in the cabinet for about a month. He had never opened the box. So I said, I'll try this as a crust. And it actually works wonderfully.
Turned out to be awesome and got you featured on one of Paula Deen's segments.
That's right. And my son ate it and didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it. So you're like, these have been sitting in the cabinet for a month. You see what you can do when you just improvise and have fun. That's the best thing about baking is trial and error. Have fun with it.
Absolutely.
So more melted butter on that.
Melted butter.
Okay.
To just make the crust stick together a little bit better.
Okay. It smells good already.
It does.
Maybe that's the pumpkin streusel
No, it's the chocolate.
It's the chocolate coming out with that butter. It's a good, good combination there.
It almost starts baking right away.
So all your girlfriends, you've been hearing, we've been talking about the men and the feelings and the women. You said your husband, if his friend gets a 60-inch TV and he has a 45, he's got to go get it.
That's right. Guys tend to do that. It's an image thing for them. It's an image thing. So he lets me buy my purses. I let him buy big TVs.
And it all works. And then you just make him pumpkin streusel cake.
That's right. Just bake all day. So then we're going to coat the Cheerios with some sweet condensed milk. And we'll use about a half of the can.
Okay.
And then we're going to start layering our oatmeal and then our chips. We're going to use white chocolate chips as well as dark chocolate mint chips.
Okay.
And just to kind of make things a little different, I purchased some oatmeal that had chocolate chips in it in the pack. You want to use the quick oats.
Okay.
Because this doesn't need to bake very long.
All right. We'll have Edith's recipe on our website, thehamptonroadshow.com, because I'm sure a lot of folks out there are saying, hey, I have chocolate Cheerios in my cabinet right now, and now I know what to do with them.
That's right. So here's the dark chocolate and mint.
Okay.
And then you just want to continue to layer.
All right.
So after this, I'm going to add some more oatmeal, and then I'll top it off completely with the sweet condensed milk.
Okay. Now, this is something you could probably make the night before and then just pop it in the oven, say, when you want to, if you have folks coming over.
Right, to have it fresh. Absolutely.
All right. So you said your folks, though, I was asking you if you have a cookbook or a website or anything, since you love to bake and you're obviously getting up there with the recipes being featured with Paula Dean. But you said your work, they're compiling a cookbook?
Absolutely. I work at Fort Lee at Kenner Army Hospital, and we're actually putting together a cookbook as a fundraiser to raise money for different holiday things at the hospital, like the ball and stuff like that.
Nice.
And they're going to sell it. So.
Well, best of luck to you on that. I mean,
Yeah.
judging by this and the presentation, I mean, I'm sure it's going to do well. And you're just loading those chocolate chips on, and it's calling my name.
It makes it very rich, but
does.
it's absolutely delicious.
And something fun too. If you have kids, they can help you make this. Does your son help you with baking?
He does. He tries to separate things for me into piles. He's like, "No, Mom, do the white ones first. Put the white ones over here."
And does he just want to do one each at a time?
Yes,
Like,
and I tell him, just
put
have
'em on
fun.
there.
Just dump them.
All right, well, we're going to wrap this segment up, and then you've brought some finished products for us that we're going to show. But, and of course, we're going to have all your recipes, Edith, on our website, and we'll show and taste them at the end of the show. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
All right, we're back in the Buzz Center this morning.